Me today. My name is Jed Schwartz, and I'm on the faculty of Jin Shin Jyutsu, Spirit, Mind, Body. We have these weekly self-help half-hour meditations to support our community, to support each of us, that we could share this together at the same time. It becomes even more powerful. As we start to harmonize ourselves, the truth is that we are all connected to everything. We're the microcosm of the macrocosm. So if I start working on myself, if I start aligning myself, it's helping the space I'm in, my home, my community. It supports others who are struggling or who are trying to reach that place of harmony. And harmony is this place free of suffering. Fatigue, as the person who brought me to Jin Shin Jyutsu, Mary Burmeister, said, fatigue is simply, I am out of harmony. If I can reestablish harmony inside me, fatigue goes away. I've experienced it myself. And the flow that we're going to do today, these 4 simple sequences, will help you, help your friends, your family, move out of the fatigue, the tiredness that we get from overdoing it, from pushing ourselves. Because as you know, that if you're enjoying what you're doing, if you're fully in it, 100%, you don't notice that your body's tired because you're filled with this love of what you're doing, and time disappears. And we move forward with the joy of life. Now, not all of us are living in that state, so many times we feel tired from our long day at work, especially if you don't enjoy what you do, or being with other people, or people pulling on you. There's so many ways that can happen. And those of you who have families, have children, grandchildren, parents, you know that sometimes we're supporting others, we're feeding others, and sometimes that can drain us. So our simple self-help today will help to reestablish that. And if you can't do the whole flow, do the first step. And as you see the drawing here, that there are very simple places that you can hold. Now, one of the things about self-help is that you have to be comfortable. So if you look at the first step, one hand holds the coccyx, and you can hold it palm up or palm down, whatever's comfortable for you. If you can't get all the way into the coccyx, just stick your hand as far under as you can comfortably. If you have a cushion, that makes it easier. Now, what I have listed here is the right flow, and you would just reverse this to do the left flow. So you keep it easy for yourself. So one hand is holding the tailbone, your left hand, and the right hand is holding the inside of the ankle or the inside of the knee, as you can see, or you could hold the pubic bone. So anything that's comfortable, especially if you're lying down, might be not so easy to reach your foot. Or sitting, you might not have the flexibility. So hold the inside of your knee or the pubic bone, and let's hold that together for a few moments. And as you're holding it, I'd like you to start to think about your breath. Exhaling down, inhaling up. This is the movement of breath that helps us to let go and to receive constantly in our life. If you want to close your eyes to relax, if you're lying down, certainly close your eyes and hold whatever's comfortable. And if you're not sure what side to do, you could do both of these if you have the time to do that. But pick a side that feels most comfortable. Relax your arms and just let the body do what its intelligence knows to do. We're connected to the earth. The earth feeds us both energetically with food, with the elements, but also with energy. From the center of the core of the earth, you can imagine that this powerful energy, this light, rises up and goes into you, feeding you just like a tree receives its nourishment from the earth. So you could imagine that. And you could imagine it dissolving any blockages in your body, any discomfort, any pain. Wherever you see restriction or feel restriction, allow that movement that comes with the breath to flow through you. But be comfortable. Have your hands relaxed. Have your body relaxed. If you come here at this moment with worries or concerns of things in your life, just put them aside for a few moments. You can always pick them up again. But focus now on your perfection, on your alignment to your true nature, which is abundance, abundance of life. Every thought that limits you, that restricts you from this abundance, is disharmony. It takes a while to train ourselves that our thoughts are medicine, our thoughts are food. And just like we wouldn't eat spoiled food, we don't want to listen or feed ourselves with spoiled thoughts. Thoughts of lack, of limitations, of hurts, of trauma. But open yourself to this moment with abundance. The air is not restricted around you. It's only how much we can take in. You jump into the ocean, it's not a matter of is there enough water for you? It's about how much you can receive. How much you can allow through you, in you, around you. Now let go. Let go even more. Observe where there is tension in you, where there may be fatigue, and breathe into those areas. And breathe out. There's no right or wrong. Wherever you hold, it's going to be helpful. We see in the most harsh climates and environments that trees find their way to connect into the soil of Mother Earth to receive their nourishment. They receive what they need: moisture, nutrients. And the more that we allow plant life to exist without our disturbing it, it will replenish the earth. And so with us. As long as you let go of that which restricts you, you will begin to renew yourself, to re-energize, and to feel what you're truly meant to be. Happy, healthy, and filled to overflowing so that you can give that to others. Just being with people, they will feel better because it's flowing like a fountain through you outward. Just let that sink in for a moment, that you are a fountain, always flowing, not a stagnant pond, restricted, cut off. Open yourself this moment to that which is so much greater than you, that is beyond your imagination, beyond words. Its radiance flows into every part of you. And feel yourself taking it in, filling you from your toes, through your feet, your ankles and knees and hips, through your whole pelvis, through your abdomen and chest, through your arms and head. Breathing it in, opening yourself. Allow like an empty channel for it to flow through, unobstructed. You breathe it in and you breathe it out. Now, as you begin to feel this, move the hand that's on the leg or on the pube and bring it to the opposite last rib. And just relax. You can feel along the rib from the medial part outward. You can go underneath of your rib cage, but no pressure. If there's tightness or pain, that means the energy's stuck. The more pressure you put, the more tired you get. You're using force, and this is not meant to be forced. Always remember, no pressure. You could hold it with your fingertips, the back of your hand, the front of your hand, whatever's easier. It's the contact that's most important. Start to imagine that you're not restricted, that you can expand into the space that you're in, that you're not stuck in this tiny little frame, restricted by your skin, but you are an energetic being that has no limits. Breathe more deeply through the area around you, filling the energy field, the aura, with light, breathing out all of the old thoughts, the old beliefs. And as you inhale, feel this renewing force of energy, radiance of the sun bathing all around you, filling you with golden light that expands as far as you can imagine, beyond the limits of the walls of the room that you're in. Your field has no limit, no barrier. And feel its radiance going out in all directions, in the front and behind, to the left and to the right, above and below. Each of us are radiant spheres of light. And as you expand, everything you come in contact with is blessed by your light, by the light that is from beyond through you. Not personal light, but light from the great source, the great universe that we're all within. Relaxing your shoulders, letting go of any tension you're holding in your neck and your back, and resting for a few more moments in this space. Begin to notice that as you breathe, your belly so subtly expands, and exhalation is effortless. Feeling the pain, if you have it, dissolving, dissipating, and feeling the space inside, the vastness that is you. And sit in this quiet for a few moments. in the solitude. Every time a thought comes in, don't hold it. Let it drift by, breathing it out and breathing in the light, the renewing force of the universe. Keep releasing the tension that may start to be felt in one part of your body or another. Letting go of the sounds outside as well as the sounds inside. Plugging into the universal energy that is always with us. Now leave your hand that's on the last rib, and the hand that you were sitting on comes up and holds the opposite breast. So what you're holding is, hand stays on the last rib, and the other hand holds the breast. And if that's not comfortable, you could switch your hands. It's okay. No right, no wrong. So you could reverse it. Remember, being comfortable is the most important thing. Settling deep inside the earth, feeling yourself connected to the very center, the center inside you and the center of the earth. Whatever you're holding, don't be thinking, is this correct or not? Whatever you're holding is perfect. You can always see the recording and see a different way that you could apply it. Whether you're left or right, or you have difficulty with left or right, it doesn't matter. It works anyway. Following the diagram, just more effective, more efficient, expedient. You could do this flow that we're doing today every morning when you wake up to give you energy for the day. You could also do this at night if you have trouble sleeping. For many of us, we have trouble sleeping because we're so tired. We don't even have the energy for the body to rest. Just imagine this energy flowing through you, filling you. Even imagine it flowing upward and out through the top of your head like a fountain, then cascading all around you. Relaxing with each exhale, letting go. As you do this, if this is your first time, you may begin to feel a pulsing in your hands. And as you wait longer, it feels as though both hands are pulsing, are streaming equally. One movement instead of two. And that's when you know that energy is flowing in harmony. And when that occurs, you may want to move to the next position or stay there longer. If you don't feel anything, you could always use time. You have 4 positions. You divide the amount of time you have into 4, and then you can move your hands as that time is finished. There is no rules and regulations for this. You find what works for you. And as you do this every day, you will find yourself having more and more vitality, endurance, abundance. Sometimes when we've overdone it for a very long time, it takes a while to fill up the well. So you might not notice it right away. Being patient and slowly filling, slowly recharging your batteries. Many of us are running on a battery that isn't very full of charge. But we have to do what we have to do, so we push ourselves. And when we push ourselves, we start to go into our reserve. So we need to be patient to take time to recharge ourselves. And then the last position is your hand on the breast area will go right below the collarbone. So you have one hand on the ribs, one hand on the collarbone. Or you may have this on the other side. It's okay. Whatever you do. And slowly breathe in and feel this renewing energy. Just imagine yourself. Limitless energy. Focus and clarity. Strong immune system. Digesting all of your nutrients that you take in to give you more and more energy. Always checking to see if you're getting tight or tense anywhere in the body. And just relax into it. Notice if you feel more peaceful. You may fall asleep while you're doing this, which is excellent. As you're breathing it in, you're breathing it out. And for some people who like to do this more frequently, you can do this when you get home, when you're on break at work, when you have a few moments. Be creative. You can share this with others, because this is simply harmonizing. You're not doing anything to anyone. So you have to be not fearful of what you share with others. There's a great intelligence within us all, and we know what it feels like when we're doing the right thing. Now slowly relax. You can let go if you want. And notice how you feel. Notice if one side of your body or the other feels differently. Usually this side you're working on, you'll feel more vitality, like a sponge filled up, fuller. And I can feel that now. I thank you for the opportunity to do this with you. Certainly you can review it with this recording that's on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, Jin Shin Jyutsu Spirit, Mind, Body. I hope that you and your loved ones are safe, that you're able to use this great art to help you and others work with staying in balance with the difficulties in the world around us. And then as you're doing this, you can begin to imagine peace and harmony going out to the world. The ending of the outer wars between people, the inner wars within ourselves, so that we can be a beacon of light for all those we know, to give hope, to give inspiration, that we can live ourselves and others can witness in us. We'll be back next week with more self-help. I wish you abundance of energy. Thank you for being with us. Check out our website. Please subscribe to our channel. Blessings.